Alright, so the Caddis and Doggus, as everybody's calling it, event happened a couple days ago, and it was amazing. It was like the best event that has ever happened in Fortnite. A lot of people are being like toxic and mad that there wasn't map changes, and were saying that the event was bad because of that, which is completely untrue. The map changes is true that there wasn't that much, but that's for a complete whole nother reason. The World Cup is in a couple days, and obviously they're not going to change the map too drastically, so that all of the players have to relearn new POIs and all of their favorite places to go in the chest spawns where they all know. But obviously there's an orb in Loot Lake. It's basically glowing and kind of shifting and vibrating, so it's gonna obviously, and it's starting to crack as time goes on. So I'm gonna give you my prediction for the season 9, the rest of season 9, what's gonna happen, and then season 10, what is gonna be in season 10. So for the remainder of season 9, I believe that the orb will be starting to start to crack even more and more, as we know that the robot, which was most likely controlled by the Singularity skin, was knew about that power, because you can see Singularity skin helmet in the vault world, and she obviously knew about this power that the orb had. The orb, if you're wondering where it came from, most likely, I don't know why it wouldn't be, it is the orb that was in the Unvaulting event. It looks like that orb, if you can see Tilted, there are cords running from Tilted into Loot Lake, which, as I can tell, they are using the energy from that kind of space and time matter. Now that the energy is used, and Singularity, the robot, used it to punch and make the sword really powerful. Now that all the energy is used, I'm guessing over time that the orb will run out of energy, therefore making Tilted run out of energy too, and all of the lights will shut off and everything will power down, as well as Mega Mall, because I believe that is all connected, Mega Mall and then Pressure Plant. And now that the vault energy is destroyed and used, now it might power down, and Tilted and Mega Mall might just run out of energy by the end. Maybe on the last day of season 9, the orb will be pulsing and moving and making sounds like it's about to explode, but nothing will happen on the last day. Already had our season 9 event. I don't think they would do another one just for season 10. I feel like if the orb explodes, it would be in the season 10 cinematic trailer. As you know, the season 9 one was the volcano and Bunker Jonesy and the banana inside the vault, inside the shelf. So I believe that it will show the orb exploding on the season 10 cinematic trailer. What I believe will happen, I did draw what I think will happen to the map and what skins and what theme it would, but I am a terrible drawer and I cannot draw anything, and it looks so terrible. I would show you, but it just looks so terrible I don't want to. I'm gonna tell you what, just describe what it is, maybe draw a little picture and put it on the screen. So for my idea is, I know there's a lot of themes going around about time travel and time just going crazy, because the moss kind of covered the skull of the caddis really quickly, so it kind of seems like the time is moving really quickly for some reason. That could be a theme, as most likely, because that has the most evidence. My theory doesn't have that much evidence, but it is a thing. It is a theme that could happen. Might not be season 10, might be season 11 or something, but it's this is what I hope for season 10 to be, because it's a really good. So I believe that the orb in the cinematic trailer will explode and cracking the whole island into 5 parts, a middle part and different sides, and you can go in the water and swim under, but you cannot swim under for long. You can shoot if you're standing still, and you can shoot people in the water. Greasy Grove will be revealed. Tilted will be sort of flooded. Volcano will turn into reckless rubble. Most things will be overrun with water, and I am running out of battery, so I'm going to hook this up 1 sec. Alright, so we had some technical difficulties. I got it charging right now. You can only shoot from the towers in Tilted. Of course, they are be out of power, and you cannot go inside them. Dusty Depot will be kind of flooded. All the trees are still there, and in the laboratory is more broken down than it already is. Frosty Fights will turn into flooded falls. Frosty Fights will turn into flooded falls. This is kind of overdue. Frosty Fights have been for 2 seasons since actual Christmas, and for 1 season after the planes left, so I don't even know why it's still there. Haunted Hills, Junk Junction, all of that is still the same. Pleasant Park the same. There will be a crack right down the middle of Snobby Shores, and 2 sides will be separated, and Happy Hamlet will turn into Hostel Hills. Basically, this theme is underwater and water and ocean, and it kind of doesn't fit well with the evidence that could be happening, but this is a really cool idea. A water gun can shoot in a laser way and do 10 damage per second. It will shoot like a water gun, just like a stream, and it is infinite ammo, but it does need a cooldown. Now for the battle pass, there's usually about 7 skins. I might be wrong, but I think there's about 7 skins usually in a battle pass. I've thought up 7 different skins for this kind of theme. They're not all exactly the theme, because that kind of goes on. There's, for season 6, which is basically Halloween themed, there's some Halloween skin, and then there's also not some Halloween skins. Some of them look good and some don't. I'm just gonna probably put pictures of like kind of like a concept close to what I'm talking about, but I'm not gonna actually show the pictures I have drawn because they're so terrible. I just can't. Tier 1 and 2, the 2 skins that you get for buying the battle pass will be Scuba and Monkey. Monkey will be tier 1. It's just basically a monkey, just a monkey like with a tail and everything. That this is way off from anything that's been in Fortnite. I feel like it'd be really funny, kind of like the banana skin in season 8 and Bunker Joan G in season 9. And then the tier 2 would be a Scuba, which is, I know there's already a Snorkel Ops and there's already a Scuba kind of thing. I feel like there's a way to kind of make it special and change it. And then the third skin would be an octopus. Basically an octopus head on top of a regular body or a robot body. That would be really funny. The number 4 would be a skull rider, basically like Ghost Rider, just a skull on fire, the hands are on fire, the feet are on fire, and it's wearing like a leather jacket. Of course, Fortnite have done that before, kind of incorporated John Wick when called the Reaper. It's really funny that they did the Reaper, kind of taking it, and then actually a year later made a actual John Wick skin. I wonder how it was talking to the owners of John Wick about that. But it'll be really cool to have like a Ghost Rider skin, just not completely like it. Number 5 will be an alligator skin. I feel like that would be really cool, kind of with a suit and then just a big alligator head. But it would be really funny to play as an alligator. Second to last skin would be really cool, a Medusa skin. This has also been kind of concept and clickbait. I feel like it would be really cool to have a Medusa kind of thing from like Percy Jackson and just have snakes kind of reactive to everything that's happening. Tier 100 would be a really cool Poseidon, kind of like an Atlantis Poseidon with a crown and long hair and a long beard. A really cool pickaxe would be a trident pickaxe. There is some pickaxes that's kind of like that already, but a trident pickaxe would be really cool. So that's the skins and the theme and my predictions. Of course, this is probably completely off from what it's going to be, but I feel like this would be a cool season. It doesn't even have to be next season. It could be a couple seasons from now, but this is a really cool idea. And yeah, what you think of this idea, and comment your ideas for season 2, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.